Are you brave enough to explore the scary side of YouTube? Join us as we investigate 10 unexplained videos that will keep you up at night. Some scientists and programmers try to make robots look as human as possible, but this one went in a different direction. Meet Tara. Tara is a robotic doll wearing a fashionable wardrobe with blonde hair. In this 2009 video, Tara creepily sings a song called "I Feel Fantastic." Unlike realistic voices like Siri or Alexa, Tara sounds completely robotic, which adds to the weirdness of the video. Then things quickly take a dark turn. She tells the listener, or maybe the person filming her, to please leave, run. Her happy wardrobe suddenly changes to black. Then, out of nowhere, Tara's transported to the woods. Rumors sprang up that Tara was modeled after a missing person. Some believe that the video was made by a twisted serial killer who was showing the location of his buried victims. Some internet investigators dug up the name of the creator, a man named John. John said he built and programmed Tara and even planned to take her on tour. But after those interviews, John disappeared and hasn't been seen online in over a decade. Is it possible that the soul of the lost girl found her way to Tara? What if it wasn't John filming Tara in the woods, but it was Tara luring John to a shallow grave hidden among the trees? Tara could still be out there somewhere, waiting for her next victim. We all know security cameras can help keep us safe. They protect our homes against package thieves, and they can stop other criminals from breaking in. But sometimes the scariest monsters can flip the script and use our cameras to strike fear. That's exactly what happened when an average family in Colorado Springs caught footage of this inhuman creature late on a Saturday night. As soon as they saw the footage, they knew they had stumbled onto something. Vivian Gomez uploaded the video the next morning. At only 10 seconds long, the clip shows a short, skinny creature with long ears dancing down her driveway. To add to the confusion, Gomez reportedly had 2 other security cameras, but the creature only showed up on one of them. Determined to find answers, she went to social media and asked others in the area for help, with a post reading, "First, I saw the shadows walking from my front door. Then I saw this thing. Has anyone else seen this on their cameras?" No one seemed to know much about the creature, but people began to notice some resemblances. Some said the creature looked like Gollum from Lord of the Rings, while some people thought he looked like everyone's favorite house elf, Dobby from Harry Potter. This Dobby didn't seem like it wanted to cause harm, but that almost makes it creepier. Whatever the case may be, if you see Dobby dancing on your security cams, don't go asking for an autograph, and don't give him a sock. Imagine browsing the web late at night and this disturbing video shows up in your recommendations. The early 2000s were filled with strange and unexplained videos like this one titled Rubber Johnny. The title is British slang, so unsuspecting viewers probably clicked on the video expecting to see something spicy. Instead, they were treated to a nightmarish video of a deformed alien-like creature struggling to breathe while confined to a wheelchair. The room is dark, and even a normally cuddly chihuahua looks creepy in this video. What is this gross creature doing with a chihuahua? The story goes that a young girl filmed the video after being trapped in a basement with Rubber Johnny. Although he's in a wheelchair, he's still insanely creepy. There's some seriously bizarre stuff to watch right here on YouTube, and Benjamin Bennett's channel is near the top of the weirdo meter. For years, in every single one of his videos, Benjamin simply sat and stared at the camera with a smile on his face. When people first see his content, the reaction is always, "Oh, it's just a loop." But no, you can see subtle changes throughout the video, which means Benjamin actually sits there and stares at his camera. And not for a few seconds like earlier clips we've seen. No, Benjamin smiles at his camera for up to 8 hours. He's got over 300 videos on his channel totaling over 1,000 hours just staring. And sometimes he's not alone. In one video, his house is actually broken into by a thief. Instead of fleeing, calling for help, or trying to defend himself, Benjamin remains seated, staring.
Hello?
Is he okay? Is he trying to communicate telepathically? What could possess him to make these videos? He could take that skill to become a staring contest champion, but no. Instead, he just creeps all of us out for reasons no one can understand. Found footage films were a cool gimmick back in the day. Movies like Cannibal Holocaust and The Blair Witch Project were totally unlike anything anyone had seen before. Since then, thousands of films have sprang up claiming to be found footage. But some, like the Penhurst video, don't feel like your run-of-the-mill scare tactic. The video features two college students exploring an abandoned asylum. The whole thing is nightmare fuel, but the end of the video is where things get really strange. The camera jumps from a staircase to outside the asylum. The timecode on the video shows only 32 seconds have elapsed, but there's a problem. How did the two men in the video make it outside in less than a minute? The video claims the two college students have never been found. Since it was released, no one has stepped forward to claim the Penhurst found footage video, which adds to this mystery. With a video this popular, you would think a filmmaker would want to flex their success to earn future jobs. But this one is left unclaimed, leading to many to speculate the paranormal activity disrupted the camera. Others believe they stumbled upon something they shouldn't have and were never heard from again. Clip 095 is a short 30-second long video, but it manages to pack a whole lot of scariness and unsolved questions in such a short time. Clip 095 was uploaded by a user named Found on the Tape. You might think this is another example of a found footage video, but we know even less about this vid than the Penhurst video. Clip 095 is one of 3 videos uploaded to Found on the Tape's channel. All 3 were uploaded back in 2011. The other 2 videos are strange, but clip 095 is the scariest of the bunch. In clip 084, we see a wobbly, distorted black and white scene that appears to be a cave and some sort of rocket ship, or maybe a weirdly shaped creature. In clip 094, a blurry group of people are all huddled close together. More disturbing faces stare directly at the camera. And then we get to the final video, clip 095. Clip 095 shows a disturbing figure wearing corpse paint or possibly a mask hobbling around. There's almost no sound, but that only makes the video more frightening. It puts you on the edge of your seat, making you afraid to breathe so this figure won't notice you. In certain frames of the video, letters and numbers are arranged in almost a circle. Supposedly, this is one of the many hidden messages contained in the video. Some speculate these hidden messages could be subliminal attempts to brainwash viewers. Would you dare to decode the hidden messages in clip 095? If scary videos are keeping you up at night, click that like button and subscribe. We have a ton of videos to keep your mind off the scary side of YouTube. But stick around because the next 4 videos are even more cursed. We've talked about found footage in videos, but what about found footage from the future? This unsettling video starts with a droning hum and VHS visual glitches along with what seems to be a copyright warning. Then it appears someone overdubbed the original video with a message to inform viewers that this tape was found on a pile of rubble on a certain blue planet in the year 2571. The video then plays heavily distorted and deranged cartoons with the banner, "Let's make a new friend." At first, the music and cartoons feel like a damaged VHS tape of some forgotten kid's cartoon, but then harsh rock music plays on top of grotesque noises, drowning out the original cheery tune. Then a man begins loudly screaming until the video gets completely distorted and fades out. But all the weird visuals and sounds aren't even the weirdest part about a Genmon counterpart. That title belongs to the message at the start of the video. This eerie message implies that Earth will be destroyed sometime between now and 2571. But then who found the original Agamemnon tape? How did its counterpart get uploaded to YouTube in our timeline? The video seems to imply some form of alien or maybe a time traveler found the tape and brought it back. But then why didn't they show us that original tape? Could there be a clue in the title of the video? The name Agamemnon is taken from a king in Greek mythology. Agamemnon led the Greek armies in the Trojan War. While he was out fighting a war, his wife Clytemnestra was getting some action on the side. As soon as Agamemnon came home from battle, he was murdered by his wife's lover. Like a jealous lover, perhaps the creature that found the original video made sure no one else could ever see it, and is taunting us with this video instead. While most of these videos either start out on YouTube or eventually find their way onto the site through fan uploads, this creepy video was slowly making its way across the internet even before YouTube was around. The video begins with either a woman wearing makeup or a puppet of a woman. A very, very realistic puppet. She's sitting with a bowl of soup in front of her while mumbling something that no one seems to understand. While she's groaning at the camera, flames rage in the window behind her. Eventually, she collapses into the bowl of soup. The camera slowly zooms in as the flames rage on. Adding to the creepiness is this strange sense that we aren't getting the full picture. What happened at the start of this video? Were the flames part of the plan? We don't even get a solid ending either. It's a surreal video without a beginning or an end that can be looped forever. Watching this video forever might drive you insane. It's definitely one of the most unsettling videos that you don't want to watch alone at night. In the old days of the Wild West, there were ghost towns. But today, there's Detroit, Michigan. A whole ghost city. Detroit used to be the city of rock and roll. Everyone wanted to live there, but then everything fell apart. The city itself is super creepy and run down, and it's also where this next video was born. A man in Detroit noticed a desktop computer sitting in a dumpster and took it home to see if he could salvage any parts. The storage drive still worked, and there was only one file left on the computer named Barbie AVI. The disturbing video is a full 40 minutes of terror. In the video, a woman sits in a white room while being interviewed. Near the end of the video, she begins to cry, and then the camera fades to black. Then we see her walking down train tracks. The man who found the video recognized the outdoor area and followed her same walking path to check out what happened after the video ended. The tracks led him through a forest to an old house. Most of the house was run down and abandoned, but the bedroom was clean. As he went further into the home, he heard a groan and fled the shack. Observant viewers noticed the woman in the video appears to be missing an arm. What happened to her? Was she the voice in the rundown house in the woods? Reaching more than 2 million views since its original upload, this video has circulated among the paranormal communities ever since it first emerged back in 2006. The video starts with two men entering a forest near a town called Camp de Vanol, Spain. The video assaults the ears with loud, piercing static as the men explore the woods. Then they stumble upon large feathers scattered about the forest floor. Then they pan over to the creature that dropped the feathers. They're stunned to see what appears to be a large man with gaping wounds on his back. The creature turns to the camera with a flashy reflection in his eyes. The title implies the creature is a fallen angel, but his creepy demeanor led others to believe that the man might be a ghost or even an extraterrestrial being. There's one final detail about this video that makes it so creepy. Possible Fallen Angel in Catalonia was first uploaded to a different website before making its way to YouTube. But researchers quickly discovered the site had been taken down, leading many to believe the original uploaders were silenced for uncovering a grim secret somewhere in that dark forest.
Ei, vaan corre fuori, che lo schia.